Paul Reed Smith SE Custom 24.
And the PRS SE McCarty.
What is the difference?
$594.
Well, let's do some playing and then we'll discuss
Let's
it.
go.
I got you here. This is a great video to do today because our PRS rep was in here yesterday and gave us a nice,
good rundown
history, especially between the Custom 24 and the McCarty. So where do we start here?
Probably the Custom, because that's the first one he made.
First one
Paul made, so the first one he sold. Maybe not the first guitar he ever made, but first one his company went around and he sold. So
probably one of the best selling of his line of all time. Now we realize why the word custom. So why did they call it a Custom 24? Which is because originally when you had to order the maple top back in the original orders, which was an upgrade at the time.
Okay.
I think you said it was about $100 difference in price. Yeah. So those were considered customs when they were making them, and then once all the dealers saw the nicer flame maple top, then they all wanted to upgrade them, but they kept the Custom 24, which means what?
Oh, 24 frets.
24 frets.
That features the owl right on the 24th fret.
And all the different birds, and then because the 24 frets have the owls on them, and so if you see the owl up there, you know it's 24 versus most of them that have the 22 frets, which then stop right here at the
21st.
Yeah. So what was that? I forget what that was. It
was the Hawk Landing.
The Hawk Landing.
Yeah.
McCarty. So who is McCarty, or what was that? This
guitar came about actually when I'm blanking on the name of the artist that asked Paul, but a pretty well-known artist went to Paul and said, "I want a guitar made by you that sounds like the one Duane Allman played at some concert he saw Duane Allman play live," which guitar he's referring to is a 1960 Les Paul Sunburst. So Paul came up with this, not this fully. It originally just had the single volume, single tone, and the three-way switch, toggle switch down here. But Ted McCarty, he named it the McCarty because Ted McCarty was the president of Gibson brands, Gibson guitars, during the time when pretty much everything Gibson sells now was invented, including the humbucker, the ABR bridge, the Les Paul, the ES, the SG, the Tune-o-matic bridge, the stop bar.
Golden years.
Everything you think Gibson sells now.
Golden years.
But the reason he also named it Ted McCarty is because Ted McCarty was actually a big mentor to him when he first opened his factory and actually helped him. This is how you do industrial scale, large scale guitar manufacturing. What we have now is the 594.
Now that one's a DC, the double cutaway.
Yes, so this is what the original McCarty would have looked like body shape wise. But the 594 includes more traditional Les Paul style, 2 volume and 2 tones, and then the three-way switch up top, and then the stop bar with the Tune-o-matic style bridge.
Yeah.
So.
And now the SC, the single cutaway, does have that kind of a little bit more of a Les Paul shape. Not really, but compared to the double cutaway. Versus the Custom 24, which we do have the humbuckers, but only the one volume, the one tone. This is the split, and then
And these split as well. It
Yeah,
has
split as well.
the humbucker split.
and then we do have the
Three-way
three-way switch here.
It's the
on
blade
this one.
style as opposed to the toggle.
And then we have the tremolo
Yes.
bridge here. Now, just looking at these, they look somewhat similar in body shape, but there is a difference between them once you actually hold them. So let's talk. What about the neck? What would you say the difference in the necks is?
Well, this one, based off the 50s and the 1960 Les Paul Dwayne Allman played, had a pretty chunkier, hefty neck.
For sure.
That one's a little slimmer, more
Yeah.
modern feeling, I guess so to say.
Yeah.
So.
Feels really good. Also the body too. Just
Is thinner as
little
well,
bit of a
yes.
thinner body.
This
than
one will give you a
McCarty.
little more chunk. It's not as much as a real Les Paul, but
But yeah, sounds good. And then we learned about the pickups, which was kind of cool. The McCarty has the 58 15s, and we learned what that number means. 58.
was the 58 Les Paul Paul had in his collection that he used to basis to get the best sounding pickups he could to get that Les Paul tone.
Yeah,
the
that was
PAF
his
sound.
favorite of all the Les Pauls
the
he had.
58.
And then 15 because that's when they
2015, yes.
updated the pickups. So 58 15, and then versus here, which is the 85 15. 85 being the beginning of.
And I think we made a minor mistake. It's a 57-15 because I remember him saying
the
it was a
57?
57 gold top.
57, yeah.
58 was the first year of the burst.
All right.
So
All right. Well, you guys
57-15.
let us know. Let us know. In the
Don't
comments.
destroy us in the comments. I fixed it.
And then 15 again because when they do bigger. Why don't we switch here and just take a little short jam out. So custom 24 SE, the McCarty 594 double cutaway, TerryCarterMusicStore.com. Let's just do the same little jam that we did. Paul Reed Smith,
Yep.
TerryCarterMusicStore.com.